Welcome to the Dark Room Cipher, where shadows speak, silence screams, and the truth is never quite what it seems. From cold cases and unsolved mysteries to conspiracy theories that might just be true, we dig deep into the stories that refuse to stay buried. If you're drawn to what hides behind the curtain of reality, you're in the right place. Today, we dive into the fascinating conspiracy of Project Bluebeam. What if the end of the world was just a show? A government illusion so massive, so convincing, that billions would believe it. Holograms in the sky, a fake alien invasion, the second coming of Christ. This is the wild world of Project Bluebeam. The conspiracy that claims they are planning to deceive us all into a new world order. But is any of it real? Or is it just the internet's most ambitious sci-fi thriller? Let's dive in. The story begins in 1994, when Canadian journalist Serge Monast published a manifesto outlining something he called Project Bluebeam. According to Monast, NASA, in collaboration with the United Nations, was planning a massive psychological operation. The goal? To usher in a single global religion and a new world order under total control. The method? A four-step plan involving advanced technology, mind control, and mass deception. Sound insane? That's because it is. But let's look at the details. Monast's theory is broken into 4 phases. Phase 1. Discredit all existing religions and archaeological understanding. This would involve fake discoveries, think ancient scrolls or artifacts, that undermine faith and rewrite human history. Phase 2. A massive holographic light show. Using satellite-based technology, they would project lifelike images into the sky of religious figures tailored to each region of the world. Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, all appearing in the heavens, then merging into one figure, the true God of the New World religion. Phase 3. Telepathic mind control. Monast claimed that ELF waves, extremely low-frequency signals, would be used to broadcast thoughts into people's minds, making them believe they were receiving divine messages. Phase 4. The final act, a staged alien invasion or a false rapture. Cities would be destroyed, chaos would reign, and in the aftermath, a single authoritarian government would rise as savior. Let's pause. Could any of this actually happen? Well, in the 90s, this sounded like science fiction. But today, we do have drone swarms, AI voice cloning, deep fakes, and even holograms that can perform on stage. Governments have admitted to psychological operations. We know about MK Ultra, we know about Project Stargate, and we've seen UFOs officially acknowledged by the Pentagon. But does this mean Bluebeam is real? Or are we just connecting dots that were never meant to align? In 1996, just 2 years after publishing his Bluebeam theory, Serge Monast died of a sudden heart attack. He was only 51. Supporters claim he was silenced, that the timing was too convenient. Others argue it was health-related, and that the conspiracy theory never held water to begin with. His writings were never peer-reviewed. No evidence has ever surfaced to support his claims. Still, the theory won't die. Project Bluebeam has become internet legend. Some say it explains why we're seeing increased UFO sightings, or why Elon Musk's Starlink satellites are lighting up the night sky. Others tie it to events like 9/11, the COVID-19 pandemic, or artificial intelligence, claiming it's all leading to a controlled global system. And every time the sky lights up or a government file gets declassified, the theory flares back to life. So what do we make of Project Bluebeam? On one hand, It's a conspiracy theory with zero hard evidence, born from the pages of paranoia. On the other, it taps into something very real, a fear of being manipulated, controlled, and lied to on a global scale. Whether it's true or not, Blue Beam reminds us to ask tough questions. How much of what we see is real, and how much is engineered? Project Blue Beam may just be a myth, but in a world full of deepfakes, mass surveillance, and global unrest, even the wildest ideas start to feel just plausible enough. Thank you for joining us inside the Dark Room Cipher. If this story chilled you, shook you, or made you think, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss another dive into the shadows. Leave a comment below. What do you think of Project Blue Beam? Hoax? Real? Or something else entirely? Until next time, stay curious, stay cautious, and keep your light on. You never know what's hiding in the dark. Until next time, keep your eyes on the skies.